for joining us. You're watching the news around Africa on African Free Press Television. My name is Bridget Okudili with the news updates. A heavy fighting broke out late Saturday night into the early hours of Sunday between men of the Nigerian Army and members of the Islamic Movement of Nigeria, also known as Shiites. Following the surrounding of the house of leader of the movement, Ibrahim El-Zakzaky, by troops, reporters gathered that following an alleged assassination attempt on the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, at about noon on Saturday when his convoy was attacked by the Shiite members, the troops returned to El-Zakzaky's residence in Gulasu area of Zaria at about 11 p.m. It was gathered that moves by the troops to arrest the leader of the movement were resisted by his members. Residents said heavy gunfire accompanied with chants by members of the movement was heard in the area for about 2 hours. There were unconfirmed casualties in the late-night attack. The Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Most Reverend Matthew Kuka, on Friday said those agitating for a breakaway Biafra Republic from Nigeria have the right to do so and should not be crucified for it. He contended that since each individual had inalienable right to pursue his or her goal in life, the ongoing agitation for the Republic of Biafra by Movement for the Actualization of the Sovereign State of Biafra was legitimate. Speaking on the topic, the pursuit of happiness, some thoughts on human rights, freedom and justice in Nigeria at the 41st Convocation Lecture of the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, the cleric advised President Muhammadu Buhari to broker peace with the director of Radio Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, in order to ensure peace. Kuka noted that the arrest of Kanu by security operatives compelled multitude of people across the globe to embark on protest for his release, stressing that neither President Buhari nor any governor in Nigeria could command the large number of people that Kanu brought out. Meanwhile, People's Democratic Party (PDP) chieftain Chief Sunny Onusoke had faulted President Muhammadu Buhari's allocation of 39.4 billion naira for oil exploration in the northern part of Nigeria. Reacting to the pronouncement of the allocation as enshrined in the 2016 budget, Onusoke, while speaking to newsmen in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, said it was amazing that when the West and other parts of the world were embarking on renewable energy exploration, Nigeria was allocating funds for oil exploration in arid northern parts of the country. Chief Onusoke also said that Nigeria cannot be an advocate of climate change and that at the same time invest on oil exploration instead of renewable drive for sustainable energy like solar energy. There are indications that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) will summon former Finance Minister Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala over a $26 billion arms deal. Indications emerged on the 12th of December that the federal government would extend its dragnets towards the apprehending and persecuting more individuals and groups which allegedly helped themselves with huge funds meant for the acquisition of arms for the armed forces, leaving the soldiers to fight with bare hands. Already, operatives of the EFCC probing how funds meant for arms were diverted and stolen by top politicians have stumbled on fresh evidence that senior officials of the Ministry of Finance and the Central Bank of Nigeria were actively involved in the transfer of funds to the suspects. A non-governmental organization and civic action group, Move On Nigeria, bent on securing best democracy in Nigeria, has completely condemned the life imprisonment sentence dished out on Alaugu Lawrence, age 32, and Amechi Igwe, age 37, who bagged a 25-year prison sentence in Lagos State of Nigeria by a federal high court sitting in the state for dealing on marijuana. In a statement released in Abuja and endorsed by its national coordinator, Mr. Clem Aguiyi, the group lamented on the judgment while expressing deep sadness at the rascality of some judges who carelessly met out sentences to human beings so to please President Muhammadu Buhari. Mr. Aguiyi said it was deeply worrisome that some judges in Nigeria meant as promoters of justice and places of solace for the common man have lost trail in their responsibility. Mr. Aguiyi also added that some of the judges today swim in abject carelessness while judging cases brought before them in a bid to massage the palms of President Muhammadu Buhari. Meanwhile, Gambian President Yahya Jammeh has declared the Muslim-majority state of Gambia an Islamic republic, saying the move marks a break with the colonial past. President Jammeh told the Gambian state television that the proclamation was in line with Gambia's religious identity and values. He added that no dress code would be imposed and citizens of other faiths would be allowed to practice freely. About 90% of Gambians are estimated to be Muslims, and Gambia's economy relies heavily on tourism. Gambia's relations with the Western nations have been unfriendly, while the European Union has withheld money to Gambia, citing cases of poor human rights record. Meanwhile, the Burundian army say about 90 people are estimated to have been killed during last Friday's clashes in the capital city, Bujumbura, the army said. The worst outbreak of violence in Burundi since a failed coup in May. Blast and gunfire echoed around Bujumbura for most of Friday, and residents said officials spent the day collecting bullet-riddled bodies from city streets. Army spokesman Gaspard Baratuza said on Saturday gunmen had attacked 3 military sites in Bujumbura, kindling a day of clashes across the city. He said 79 attackers were killed and 45 others captured. 4 police officers and 4 soldiers also died. These are the news we have for you across Africa or around Africa. For more stories, please log on to our website at www.africanfreepress.com. Like our Facebook page at African Free Press. Follow us on Twitter at African Free Press. Don't forget to join in our discussions at African Free Press Forum and subscribe to our YouTube channel at African Free Press. My name is Bridget Okudili. Do have a good evening.